Hey, welcome back to another episode of Radio 22's Talk 22 show, hosted by me, your boy Mizzle to the Jizzle. We back yet again, bringing you conversations that you want to talk about, hit you with nothing but the real. We're back yet again, bringing you these conversations like we always do. However, it's been kind of like a slow news day in the news. Usually, what we normally do on this show is we bring a lot of pop culture stuff onto the air and we kind of address the things that's going on. But it's kind of been a slow news day. But we shall proceed and continue like we always do on this show. And we're gonna bring the stuff that is in the news today. So that's what today's show is all about. I got my heavy hitters on the show, like I always do on the show. And I'm gonna bring them to you today. Now, out of the Madison area, we got the homegirl Juicy Monroe is on the line. Can you say what's up to the people, please?
What's up? How's everyone doing?
Hey, Juicy, thank you for joining the show. Juicy, you've been doing a lot out here. What you got going on these days?
Oh my gosh. I've been performing a lot. I am trying to make time so I can drop my album or at least some sort of mixtape because I have it done. People have been asking me, is it done? Do you have material? New material? Yes, I have new material. But I need to make time in between my shows because they've just been every week or every other week. So
Right.
that's what I'm doing now. Just trying to progress myself and keep the movement going, pretty much.
That's what's up. Was it? Can we get the name of the album?
I'm thinking it's going to be Ninth Wonder.
Ninth Wonder. That's what's up. Y'all look
Yep.
out for that. New Juicy Monroe coming to y'all.
Yep.
Also, out of the we thank you for joining the show, Juicy. Also coming from the Madison area, back again, the homie Bang is on the line. Bang, can you please say what's up to the people?
What's going on, y'all?
Thank you for joining the program once again, Bang. Can you tell us what you got going on these days?
So the next thing I got coming up is the Written Rumble 4. So for any artist or poet, if you got bars, man, holler at me, hit me up in the DM because it's going down September 5th at the Burr Oak Written Rumble 4. And even if you're not an artist, if you don't have bars, you just want to come catch a show, it's a free show. I got it free for everybody. So holler at me.
So what exactly is that? Is that an MC battle?
So it's just it's a verse battle. It's a cappella. You know what I'm saying? No beat. So people can really feel your bars. You know what I'm saying? So you really gotta show out, you really gotta project your words and all that. So if you really ain't got bars, then maybe it ain't really the thing for you. But if you spend some real shit, then you'll definitely make it in the written rumble.
Wow, okay. And it's judged or how's
I
that
got
go?
three judges. The homie Dash Dub behind the scenes. He gonna be one of the judges. I got Rob Dees as one of the judges, and then I got Boss Lady. She's the third judge. So I got some heavy hitters on the squad too, Mizzle. Yes.
Okay. From WRT radio.
Yes, sir.
Boss lady. Okay. Shout out
Yep,
to
you
her as
can.
well.
Shout out to you can too.
Yeah. So a lot going down, I see. Okay. Well, we appreciate you joining the show as well, Bang. All right, so we're gonna just jump right into it if we can. Uh the first question I want to ask is I saw there was a story that came across the way on OnlyFans. OnlyFans, as we know, was a website that kind of popped off through the whole quarantine uh, section of
Yeah.
the United States here, where we really didn't have anything to do because we was all inside, and people needed to do something to make some kind of money, some kind of way, or get their fans or what have you. And it was a way to do that and get in close contact with people. Um, a lot of pornographers kind of took advantage of this situation because they weren't able to do what they do, and basically, OnlyFans kind of became a vehicle for them.
Yeah.
However, we've seen recently OnlyFans kind of tried to pull the plug on them because they were getting some hesitation from different vendors or whatnot that were sponsoring them that said, well, we don't really want to promote porn stuff. So they tried to pull the plug on them. So my question to the panel here, I'm gonna start, is did OnlyFans sell out by trying to attempt to ban the porn community from their platform? I'm gonna start with you, Juicy. Ladies first here.
Um, no. Here's why.
Okay.
I don't think so because they knew when OnlyFans first started. First of all, anyone probably made one not knowing what it was going to be.
Right.
So I mean, who it wasn't their fault that it kind of turned into a porn site.
Right.
Honestly, they just capitalized off of it. I don't think that it's a complete sellout. I do think that I think that the decision for them to from shutting it down and putting it back up, I think they should have kept it down. That's just my opinion. I think they should have kept it down, but again, it makes a lot of money, and when there's money to be made, that
Right.
people are not going to say no. That's just my opinion, though.
True that. Yeah, trying to get that dollar bill, y'all, right?
It's always
So
about.
it's all about the money, right? So, well, all right. We appreciate your opinion on that, Juicy.
No problem.
Bang, I want to go to you next. I want to ask you that same question. What is your thoughts? Do you feel like OnlyFans was selling out by trying to attempt to ban the porn community from their platform?
Hell no, they didn't sell out. They made more money with the porn. You know what I'm saying? So taking the porn away is the opposite of selling out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know behind the scenes exactly why. I just look at it like publicity, because they said it was gonna cut it, then they brought it back. It was the hot topic for like what, a week. You had a lot of them OnlyFans girls. They were scared in the motherfucker. They ain't know what they was gonna do. They thought it was about to go back to McDonald's or something. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I think it was just something that they did to just get their name out. Just to start some, just start some bullshit, start some talk, and then boom, they hit them back with the now. We just playing y'all good. Keep doing what y'all doing type shit. So they didn't sell out. I look at it as like entertainment. I think that's what it was.
Okay. Appreciate that. Well, I want to ask, go right back to you, Bang. I want to ask, should pornography be banned from all social media sites? Because we did see certain social media sites like Instagram really has been trying to crack down on things like nudity and perversion on their website. Do you feel like that's a thing that all social media sites should kind of ban?
I definitely do, and the main reason is because of the kids, teenagers and kids. Facebook has done a great job. Instagram has done a great job, to my understanding. I mean, you still see, I guess, somewhat new, but not like X-rated. Twitter, I think Twitter they way behind, man. I don't even think they know. I don't think Twitter know what's going on, man. But it's like everything goes on Twitter. I log in. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not even following this person. It just pops up on the timeline. But I definitely think that porn should be banned, or maybe not banned, but they should have their own, sites for adults. I don't think that a 13-year-old or 12-year-old, whatever, should be able to log on to Twitter and to be able to see that. Even though you can easily Google it, Pornhub and all that other stuff, but it's still like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I know even like Snapchat. I don't really use Snapchat, but stuff like that was just really designed for people to just connect with each other. It should most definitely be banned.
All the TikTok, it can't be on there, right?
Oh yeah, TikTok.
Yeah,
I
hear
mean,
you.
they should. I think I said it before, man. They should just have a after dark. Twitter at night, Facebook at night, Instagram at night. For the adults.
For the freaks out there. Okay, that's what it is. All right, well, we appreciate those thoughts on that, Bang. Juicy, I want to kind of ask you the same question. We saw recently the homie down south there, one of the rappers, he was kind of on the thing thinking about how he lost his Instagram page, and Lil Boosie that was,
Yeah.
and he was talking
Yeah.
about the fact that Lil Boosie couldn't get his page up because he had some girls twerking and doing different things on there. But I guess the thoughts was that people like Kim Kardashian is able to put their swimsuit suits and all these different IG models do
Yeah.
what they do, he didn't see a difference. So I guess my question to you is the same, Juicy. I want to know, should pornography be banned from all social media sites, no matter who you are?
I gotta say yes. The same reason, because of the kids. Like, I have children. You don't want to have them to have just so much easy access to it. Like you said, yeah, you can Google it, yeah, you can look it up, but social media is used to network and connect with people, and kids like to do that. And how easy is it to have such easy access to it? Like, that's horrible. And as far as with, I gotta say that that's kind of like a clip in it, because he's absolutely right. There are
Mm-hmm.
models, rappers. Megan Thee Stallion can go on there and twerk all day long, and her page is not going to get blocked. So
Mm.
you got to really understand where he's coming from, because I get that. But should he be pushing like the edge as far as what's porn and what's really people just having a good time? Come on. Like, so to answer your question, to avoid all of that, yeah, just block it on social media, because it's not where people, not to say what you're supposed to be on social media for, but there should be sites for that. Or like
Okay.
Bang said, it should be an after hours, maybe an after hours for adults, but no 13 to no 10 to 16-year old, because that's when they're really gonna, their imagination is going crazy, should have access to so much porn on regular social media sites where their family and friends and everybody's networking and having fun, talking to each other, sharing posts, memes, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
But then on the side, there's flicks and some short videos and snippets of sex and all this
Mm.
crazy shit. Like, I don't think that that's right. I think that in order for us to even just avoid that, just ban it. Just,
Mm.
or I mean, set a age limit, but then people lie already about their ages to make up Facebook accounts.
That's true.
So in order, people get around stuff like that all the time. So in order to just end it and deaden it all, hell yeah, just ban that shit. But Twitter is OC. Facebook does a good job. Instagram does a good job. Snapchat you can get away with, because that, I don't know what they're doing on Snapchat either, but
It disappears, right?
it disappears. Yep,
Yeah.
and whatever, it disappears and all this good stuff. But Twitter is wild, and I don't think it's a place for kids to just be able to have access to,
Mm.
but they do. You know.
Okay. Well, thank you for your thoughts for that. One real quick question to follow that: should Boosie get his page back?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Just want to check in with you on that. All right. So, coming back to you, Bang. Speaking about perversion, uh, there's another story in the media there talking about the homie R. Kelly, and he's got his trial going on and whatnot. I want to
Yeah.
know from you: do you think R. Kelly will be convicted for his child pornography and human trafficking charges?
Hell yeah. I'm surprised it ain't happened shit. I mean, it ain't like he actually got a case, like he didn't do it, like it wasn't him, on those tapes. It's not the man most definitely should go to jail. Now I personally feel like he he shouldn't be the only one held responsible for what was going on. I think that is more than him.
Hmm.
But most definitely, man. I mean,
But Bang, we
I
see
hate to bring the
celebrities
name
get
up,
up
but
for things all the time, though. I mean, recently, a lot of people got into it when Bill Cosby just got released. But we do see celebrities get off for things all the time. Do you feel like R. Kelly's charges are really going to stick here?
I think I think they are gonna stick. I mean, I don't know what's his defense though. So I don't know what his attorney got cooked up. He going to do some magic. Because I mean, I mean, bro's super guilty. The only thing that he can really do, he can pull a 6ix9ine and just start snitching on everybody else that was helping him out.
Oh wow.
You know, he could do that, you know, but he's most definitely guilty. But like I said, I don't think that he's 100%. He should just be the only person, you know, held accountable for what was going on for all those years.
Okay. Juicy, we want to know from you the same question here with R. Kelly's situation. You know,
Oh
much
man.
like Bang said, a lot of people were aware of what was going on,
Yes.
and a lot of people maybe weren't in on it, but they were in on it. And I guess, in your opinion, do you think R. Kelly will be convicted from his child pornography and human trafficking charges?
Yes, absolutely. They're going to make an example out of him because he got away with it for so long. It was the fact that people already were aware, but the evidence, I mean, like he said, the evidence is just there. You don't videotape yourself doing illegal shit. That's just stupid. And that was the most illegalest shit you could ever do, is have sex with a 14-year-old and tape it, not once, not twice, but multiple times.
Hmm.
Then he has because I was just watching it, I think on Good Morning America, his defense team, woof, they're just trying to put it off and say that it's not, wasn't, there was no rape involved. The only thing that he's guilty of is maybe talking to, or I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back. Maybe talking to younger women, but with that you have to think these younger women, their parents were involved.
Yeah.
Their parents
Yep.
were involved, and the lawyers know that, and that's what they're saying. They're saying like these women were old enough to know what was going on, and when the money started to flow, that's when they started with these accusations. That I believe that when money started to get low, that they started to get uncomfortable with what was going on. But while it was good, all of those young women, I don't think that they were technically forced. See, the media is going to make it seem like he was just a terrible monster, but he's just a regular old pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it sounds like, what do you mean? What's the difference? But there's pedophiles everywhere, and they don't do the stuff that they're saying that R. Kelly did, you know?
Right.
So, yes, they're going to convict him. The evidence is there. If he gets out, I would be surprised.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
Do they get the evidence that he was paying the parents off? Because that part I don't know if he actually have evidence of that.
I don't. They didn't bring that part up, but they
That
did bring up the part that there were multiple parents that were aware. So if they know that, then I'm thinking they know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you that. With that being said, Bang, do you feel like this case would have been wrapped up a lot quicker if the girls that I guess he engaged with were Caucasian?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh hell yeah. Oh, it would have been over for him.
So you feel like
It
this is a thing because he's been doing things against black girls that it was okay?
I think, well, not that it's okay. I think that plays a part. I think his money also played a part in it, and prolonging it as well. I really don't know what's going on behind closed doors, but definitely if they were white girls, yeah, this would have been wrapped up. It wouldn't have lasted so long if it was white girls. That's the thing. It definitely wouldn't have lasted long. I mean, after that first white girl, I think it would probably have been over with at that point. If it wasn't Aaliyah, if it was a white girl, then yeah, it probably been done with at that point.
So if it was Taylor Swift.
It would have been over with.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, appreciate your thoughts on that. Those of you at home, if you agree, please chat in the chat section. We want to hear from you as well and see if you agree with our panel here as well. So feel free to leave your comments there. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next question, though. Okay, so talking about viruses and whatnot, of course, like we talked on our last show about the coronavirus, most recently, the FDA just recently approved the Pfizer vaccine And I want to ask from you, Bang, do you believe that the Pfizer vaccination approval will encourage more people to be vaccinated across the U.S., in your opinion?
Probably some, but for the most part, no. I don't think that was the reason why the people that wasn't vaccinated didn't get vaccinated.
Mm.
You know, so I mean, a lot of people still got vaccinated even though it wasn't FDA approved. By being FDA approved, I don't think that's gonna encourage people that was against it to go ahead and and get stabbed. You know, that's nothing. I think it's great that it's FDA approved. I think that it probably should have been FDA approved before they gave it out to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that. So I mean, by this what like a year later or something like that.
Right.
Since the coronavirus, I mean, now it's FDA approved. I mean, to me, shit, it really don't mean shit to me. Well, I mean, what is that supposed to mean now that it's FDA approved, but they was already giving it out to people? That the people that took it before it was FDA approved, they shouldn't have taken it. It was really pointless. I think that having it FDA approved right now, I think in their mind, it's supposed to encourage more people to get vaccinated and probably help motivate the people that was vaccinated to put pressure on people that's not vaccinated just to cause more shit. But in the reality, it really don't mean nothing.
Okay, that's your thought. Well, also in the news, we had former President Trump. He was also actually in support of it as well. We have some video of that, I believe. If the producer
India is doing so well. India is being decimated right now. We did a great job on that. The ventilators, the equipment that we got, the cupboards were all bare, everything that we did. And then we developed a vaccine, 3 vaccines in 3 months, in 9 months. And actually, I'll tell you, it was 3 days less, 3 days less than 9 months. And it's great. And you know what? I believe totally in your freedoms. I do. You got to do what you have to do. But I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But no, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms. But I happen to take the vaccine. If it doesn't work, you'll be the first to know, okay?
Okay, so that being said, with even Trump's support, I want to ask Juicy, do you feel like Trump being booed in that situation was a situation where Americans may feel like they may be more encouraged to take the vaccination, or do you feel like that booing was still a sign, like Bang said, where they still don't totally trust it?
I think we lost Juicy.
Oh, okay. Well, Bang, okay, I'm gonna ask you the question. Do you feel like Bang that uh his situation with Trump supporting it? Do you feel like many said that it was more of a political thing with with the Republicans versus the Democrats? Do you feel like it's still really a Republican versus Democrat situation, or do you feel like the people just still don't really have their minds made up on whether or not to be vaccinated or not?
I think people just got their minds made up already. I think that's what it is. I mean, which vaccine did he take? Which vaccine did all of them take? Dr. Fauci and all of them. Which one did they take?
I believe they took the Pfizer, is what I was told.
They took the Pfizer. Ain't the Pfizer 2 doses though?
Correct.
I mean, from what I was told, from what I know, I don't know if I could be wrong, but Trump said that he took the vaccine that one time when he got the coronavirus, and he took the vaccine after that, right?
Correct.
He never said that he went back and got a second dose. I mean, did he? I could be wrong. I don't know. Okay. I ain't here to be right. Did he?
Well, we saw most of the presidents. They were on TV. Most of the presidents getting their vaccination. So,
which one did they get?
We did see at least one.
Which one they get? Which one they get, Juicy? You had your hand on which one they get.
That's what I was trying to figure out too. That's gonna be one of those questions that we probably won't ever know.
Okay.
Because I'm going back. I don't recall him saying, "Oh, I have to go back and get my second dose." That's something they would have put on blast. They would have damn show put that on across the media. So it's a little
And
sketchy.
the Moderna had you sick as hell for what a good 24 hours at least, right? Because that's the one dose. It's the two doses in one,
That's it.
if I'm not mistaken, right?
No,
Yeah.
I believe that's a 2-dose one as well.
Right.
Oh,
The
The
Moderna.
Johnson and Johnson's only 1-dose one.
oh,
Oh, it's the Johnson & Johnson. My bad. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, the Johnson & Johnson. Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. So, yeah, I mean, he said he took the vaccine. I remember when he said, I don't remember word for word, but he said to the vaccine, he said that he was good. He didn't say he got sick or none of that. So
Well, we did see Biden took his, and he took off his sports jacket and whatnot. We saw that on TV
mm-hmm.
with the chief nurse, and he did get the visor. He did show it to the cameras and everything that he did take the visor, and he advocated for most of his staff to do the same. But
he
I
got
guess
the
my
second one.
question to Juicy here was more related to, the fact that Trump did get booed. A lot of people were saying that it was more of a political thing between Republicans and Democrats. Do you feel like it's really a political play with the vaccines, or is it that people just really haven't made their minds up of if it's right for them or not?
People haven't made their minds up. It's been so much bad talk about social media and like everywhere. Everyone that they tell me I'm crazy because I'm at it. They're like, "You what? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Are you okay?
Are you all happened? How was it? So, I personally think that it's not gonna matter. I don't think that it's a political thing. I think that people just had their minds made up from the jump. They were just totally against the vaccines in general. So just by them approving it now, it's not gonna make or break anything. It may sway a few people, like he said, just a few, but it's not gonna make a big difference.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right.
People have
Well,
a opinion about it.
they just are really on the fence when it comes to it. But hopefully
Yes.
we don't see more and more people end up in hospitals like we are seeing. We don't want to see more and more people dying that could not die if they maybe were protected. So that's the main thing we want to see out there. But all right, we're going to move to the next question. Speaking of the whole, presidencies and whatnot, we did see in the news as well, President Biden got into a little hot water as well with his move where he pulled troops out of the Afghanistan country, where we've been fighting this war, for, I guess, for like years and years now, since 9/11 happened. What is that, 2001? I believe that was 2001 when the towers get hit. And we've been fighting that war since then. But the
Something like
troops have
that.
been
Yeah.
removed now. And since the troops have been removed, there's been chaos in that country, and a lot of the flack has been hit upon Biden. So my question to the panel, I'm gonna start with you, Bang. Was President Biden's move to remove the U.S. military out of Afghanistan the right move for the U.S.?
Hell no. No. At least not he could have removed the troops, but not before he made sure that all of the US citizens were safe and they was able to evacuate as well. You left people behind. That's my biggest thing. I mean, I think what his reason for removing the troops was because the Afghan military, they gave up or something like that. I mean, I kind of think that there's a whole lot more to the story that they're going to even report and give us. It's probably a whole lot of confidential shit that was happening, but
Mm-hmm.
from what I know is that the United States was paying the Afghan military, and I guess they stopped paying them, and then they gave up or something like that. And then he pulled the U.S. troops. The only problem that I have is that they left people behind. That's just my biggest thing. You don't leave people behind. I think that that's disloyal. I think is weak, and you pretty much left your people over there, to God knows what. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the terrorists are over there just fucking shit up, and you got your people over there. You left them over there. Now, if they would have made sure that they people got back safe, all right, then that's just his decision. But you leave your people, nah. That you can't explain that in a way that I'm just gonna really understand that. That's not loyalty right there. You just left your people to die.
Oh, I want to ask Juicy though. Should America feel responsible though to take on all these Afghanistan people though and all these refugees? Like, is that for us to have to take care of or what?
And that's like one of those tough decisions that someone's gonna have to make. Unfortunately, a life is a life though. So I'm gonna go ahead and say like, yeah, they bogus. Just because it's not American people, but they know that those are people there just in general. And it's so much going on over there. If we had a chance to help, we probably should have helped before we just decided to pull everything out and pull everyone out. Now it's just complete chaos, and there's nothing that we can do about it unless we send them back in. So,
and we think about, our own situation. America ain't all the way right our own self though. We see people needing PPP loans and whatnot, and stimulus checks. We ain't all the way right over here. So how can we take care of somebody else's home when we ain't got our own home in right?
Not have it together all the way over here. So it would be a big step for us to go over there to Afghanistan and put our feet on the soil and say, hey, this is what you guys are going to do and not do, when we are not even doing that here. So, and people will look at that. People will look at that, make things worse, and then you'll have problems over here at home. And that's the least problems. That's what we don't want.
After we just had so much protesting last year and whatnot. So we got to get things right over here.
Yep.
So that was my question. So, all right. Well, I thank you for guys' thoughts on that. Move right along. I want to ask Bang. We saw a situation, talk about race. How I was talking about race there with the protests and whatnot. We saw a situation at a Steelers preseason game, and I'm a big football fan. I don't know about you, Bang, but I'm a big football fan. And it's kind of hurt my heart to see this situation break down because it involved a young black man at the football game who got into an argument with a white lady. And in the situation, the white lady decided she just had to get physical. And actually, I'm just going to go into the video if I can. Our producers can pull that up. Okay, so from what you could see there, Bang, my question to you is at this preseason fight, who was in the wrong? Was it the white couple or was it the black man who was in the wrong in this situation in your mind, from what you just saw?
That white lady was wrong. And I actually saw another clip of it. The black guy was actually arguing with the guy. He was arguing with the white guy that was sitting down. The white lady was originally telling her guy, husband or whatever, to shut up, and then she was telling the black guy to shut up. So she was attempting to pour water on the situation, then she made it worse. And so the clip that we saw, that kind of it didn't have that part,
Mm-hmm.
but overall, it was her fault because bro told her like don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? And then she just slapped the shit out of him. So this how I feel about that. You should never put your hands on anybody. You can't put your hands on anybody. That's what it should be. You can't live your life expecting men not to put their hands on women. You know what I'm saying? You could say that and it could be right, but it's just not gonna happen. What's better for women is to protect themselves and to protect their life. Because this person that you want to put your hands on, that you feel like he should never put his hands on you, you don't know him, you don't know what he came from, you don't know if he fucked up in the head, you don't know if he don't even care about his life or his freedom. And if he don't care about his life, his freedom, he for damn sure ain't gonna care about yours. And there's been too many women getting beat up, getting abused, getting killed by dudes. You know what I'm saying? Is a man not putting his hands on a woman is probably not gonna happen. But a lot of women can protect themselves and not get themselves in that situation by not putting their hands on the man first. So that man, in my opinion, he do got a right to defend himself. And she
Mm-hmm.
should never slapped him. She could hurt him just as much as he could hurt her.
Right.
She should have never did that shit. And once you put your hands on somebody and they get in beast mode and they just go into straight instinct, that man ain't thinking right. You know what I'm saying? He just got in straight beast mode. He ready to fight anybody that's about to put their hands on him. You can't, as a woman, and you can't physically, whoop this man. It's not your job to put your hands on that man. Her dude should have did that if he felt that it was necessary. But you can see, he sat his ass down. He ain't want no smoke. And she
Right.
should have sat her ass down too. So she asked for it. She might not have deserved it. People gonna feel how they feel about it. But once you put your hands on somebody, that's just something that could probably happen. And that's what happened to her.
Yeah. I mean, from what we did see, he was sitting down. We didn't see the part of the video earlier that you were talking about, but we did see him sitting down, her arguing with him, and then we saw the altercation between the man and the woman, and then that's when he decided to get up, but then he got put to sleep, and then she tried to jump in the middle
Yeah.
to kind of squash it. In the end, they really were looking to throw the black gentleman out of the arena from the video, and the other people around had to say she started it to actually squash it.
Yeah.
But without the support of the other people, it would have just been him taken away. And
Most definitely.
that's what I feel like we see way too many times, way too often. So I want to get your thoughts on that, Juicy. Who was in the wrong in your opinion?
Yeah, she should never put her hands on him. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean you're immune to someone not hurting you or the rules don't apply to you. She was very wrong. She should have let her husband handle it, but and she should have took cues from her husband when he sat down and was like, "Yo, I want no parts," basically. But she didn't. She decided to go off on her own and put her hands on him, and that's what escalated everything. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I've seen that so many times. I've been in that situation before. It never ends up good, and you always feel like shit afterwards because why did you put your hands on this man knowing he can beat your ass? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's that's just the moral of the story. Like you treat people how you want to be treated. If he would have just hauled off and knocked fire from her, it would have been completely different. He would have been so wrong, but he didn't put his hands on her. He didn't. I don't even think he really made threatening body language. I think she was just threatened by him because he was a black man and because he was standing his ground.
Mm, that
That's
part.
that's what that was. So in the end, I'm glad that it kind of happened the way it did, where people actually stepped up and said, "Hey, she was involved." But it's kind of fucked up that they just would go straight for him and not think that there was another party to it and that there was a whole story behind it.
Mm-hmm.
That
That does happen way too often. We do see that too many times
Yeah.
out here.
Yep.
where they, they're gonna point the finger at the black man who was victimized in the situation because he was the one that finished the situation, but he wasn't the one started it. Don't start
Correct.
none, won't be none, right?
Now,
So
now I'm gonna keep it real though. Anybody thinking it's a black or white thing? Hey, if that was a black woman that he was hitting on, I think the same thing would have happened.
It
I
would have
think it
happened.
was.
Would have same situation. She would have got slapped too back. She would have got slapped back.
Yeah, I'm saying if he would have hit a black woman, I feel
mhm.
like the security would have reacted the same way because he pretty much was damn near laying both of them out.
He was.
So of course,
So
from
you
a
think
distance, it's gonna
they
look
would
like
have
he was
came
the
and grabbed
aggressor.
the white guy?
If it was if a white guy was beating up on a black woman, a black guy,
Yeah,
I would think so.
they
If
would.
security is walking up, I know the black and white thing. I know where you're going with it. If security is walking up and a white guy is beating up on a black girl and a black guy, he's still gonna look like the aggressor.
Yeah.
I don't think that he's gonna walk up and then try to escort the black couple out after getting beat up. Now he might walk up and be a little softer because the guy's white. You know what I'm saying? He might be a little bit more lenient, but maybe. But but yeah, I mean, I pretty much think the same thing would happen in that type of situation.
Okay, that's interesting. All right. Well, to follow that up, Juicy, I want to know from you though. Uh, do you have the right to defend yourself in a physical altercation versus a woman if you're a
Ab-
man?
Absolutely. I know that, and because I have boys, and I tell my boys this all the time. I'm like, don't let. I mean, and it's one of those things again where it's bittersweet because you don't want to tell your son to, hey, if this girl hits you, just hit her ass back,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But you can, a man, okay, a man knows how to restrain a woman without just beating her ass, and that's just my opinion. So, can you restrain someone or should you restrain a woman if she's trying to attack you? Yes. Should you actually go all out and beat up a woman? I don't think so. But if this woman is strong as shit, or maybe she's my size and she's just skilled and know how to fight, and you're just sitting there getting beat up, at some point you're gonna want to protect yourself. So
Mm.
yeah, yes, because it could easily go to something where you're not fighting back and then you get hurt. What if you get hurt really bad? What if she picks up something and busts your shit? What if
Good
she
point.
has what if she has a blade? What if she has a gun? So
Could always escalate. Yep.
it could escalate so quickly to the point where it's like a man knows. I mean, and you see it on movies, but like if he hit a one good time, she's out. So he probably thinks, well, shit, I'm just gonna knock this bitch out real quick. Maybe I'm gonna try to escape afterwards or move around or whatever. And it always ends up that he's the one that's gonna get in trouble because
Mm-hmm.
he back. But in a sense, it does depend on where you at because there are self-defense laws in different places, but here there is not here in Wisconsin. So it's like if you hit a man and he hits you back, you know, you probably got to know that that brother's probably going to go to jail, um more than likely. So
Mm-hmm.
to deaden all of this, just keep your hands to yourself. That's all you got to do.
More of the story, right?
Long story short, you don't have to put your hands on nobody, especially no stranger, because like Bang said, you don't know what that person been through. You don't know what type of day that person had. You don't know what's on that person's mind. So by the time you done came and tried to put your hands on someone, they probably had a horrible day, and you're now gonna get your ass beat because you didn't know what you was doing when you decided to walk up to a stranger and put your hands on them, and now you want to play victim.
Mm. Good point. Good point. All right, we thank you for that, Juicy.
No problem.
Bang, I want to know from you the same question, though. I want to find out from you. As a man, do
Yeah,
you have the right to defend yourself in a physical altercation versus a woman?
hell yeah. Now look. it's sort of a great area because I'm a big nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
Got
I
some
mean,
size
I'm
to
not
you.
about to beat up a woman that's half my size. You know what I'm saying? I'm me personally, I'm not even about to get in that type of situation. But the thing is, there's women out there that can beat a dude ass, and you can Google it right now. You know what I'm saying? Women, it's not like they the weaker sex. I mean,
No.
they might not be as strong as a man, but I've personally seen it. You can Google it. Dudes just getting their ass whooped. It can most definitely happen. You
Hmm.
know, so just because she's a woman, that does not mean that she can't put them hands on you. Women are aggressive.
Yeah.
I think they naturally aggressive. They might not be as strong, but they are aggressive as fuck. And if they coming for your head, then they about to come and tear your head off. And it might not be as easy to just restrain a woman that's just throwing everything that she got at you. You know, so and especially and when your instincts kick in, I'm just a firm believer that like Juicy said, you gotta keep your hands to yourself. You can't put your hands on nobody. And if you put your hands on somebody,
Be prepared.
then you just gotta understand there are consequences to that. That something might happen to you when you put your hands on somebody. But most definitely, I feel like you got the right to defend yourself. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to get shot up. You don't want to get tased. You don't want to get maced or none of that. You know what I'm saying? Just because she a woman. It's real tough. You really don't want to, you don't want to beat up no woman. It's really not cool, but you do got a right to defend yourself. But I think ladies should just chill. Like, just don't put your hands on no man. Just period. Like, we really shouldn't even be talking about this. We talking about this because Shorty just slapped dude that she knows she can't beat up at a Steelers game because
Hmm.
she just felt like she was just super tough and wasn't nothing gonna happen to her. You can't live your life thinking that ain't nothing gonna happen to you because somebody gonna be crazy enough to fuck you up. So ladies, especially my black queens, man, y'all gotta chill. I know y'all think y'all can whoop everybody ass, and that's cool. We like that, but you really can't, and you really just need to chill, man. Chill with all that shit, man. We don't want nothing to happen to you.
All right, for all of y'all at home, if y'all believe what Bang just said, please, we want to see you in the comment section. Please respond. So thank you for that, Bang. All right. So the last thing was some of y'all may have seen was a situation with Kanye West. Kanye West is back in the news for several different reasons. He's got a new album that just dropped today, actually. And I guess he decided he wants to change his name to just Ye now, um, amongst other things. He's trying to go to court to legally change his name to Ye. But Kanye is back into it with Drake, as we see, and they're going back and forth in social media and whatnot. And my question to the panel here, I'm gonna start back with you, Bang. Was Kanye out of his mind to post Drake's home address on social media?
My first thought is hell yeah. But when it comes to these celebrities, man, I don't know what's real and what's not. I don't know if this is just publicity. I don't know if this is just for entertainment. I don't know what's going on. I'm pretty sure Drake got plenty cribs. You know what I'm saying? So I really just think that Kanye is trying to get some attention. I ain't saying there's something good or bad about it. I'm just gonna say, bro is just trying to get some attention. I mean, bro is just a walking show, pretty much. I mean, him
Mhm.
him and Kim supposedly they split up. They about to get a divorce. He do this whole stadium thing, get his crib all built up, and then he re-proposed to Kim and all that shit. I think this is just all just a big ass celebrity TV show. We all just watching Kanye just being entertaining. I don't think that is I don't think him and Drake probably ain't even really, what I'm saying, beefing like that. It's just all entertainment. I really
Mm.
don't believe that shit. I do kind of believe that Kanye did leak some shit to Pusha T when he told him about Drake's shorty. You know what I'm saying? Now that right there was probably real because Pusha T did kind of eat Drake up. And I fucks with Drake, so I ain't trying to diss him nothing. I fucks with Drake, but Pusha T got him on that shit because of Kanye. But this right here, I think this is just all entertainment, man. That's all.
So you think it's just another episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, huh?
Keeping up with Kardashians and Kanye now.
And
Yay,
Kanye.
you want to be like Artest? Change his name. You know what I'm saying? It's just entertainment, man. You know, he from Chicago, so I salute him. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, yay.
Okay, that's what's up. Juicy, want to know your last final opinions on that as well. You know, is there no rules when it comes to beefing or what? I mean, because to drop somebody's address online, I think that's kind of raw. But in your mind, was Kanye out of his mind to post Drake's home address on social media?
Well, when you think about it, who we talking about? We talking about Kanye. Really care about what he does, and how he does it. So was it wrong? Yeah, it was wrong. But this man does have multiple locations. It's just one house. I'm sure he was at location, but he was wrong for in a sense that anything could have happened to the man. You know, now he has to. I don't know what's the behind the scenes of it, but I do know that this shit is not real. These niggas These niggas are somewhere laughing, especially when it makes it to Twitter and they're going and the memes are being shared and you see that there's 20, 30,000 tweets about Kanye and Drake all at the same time. They're winning. They're both winning. There is no lose. There's no such thing as bad publicity. So they're both winning at the same time. That's why Kanye went ahead and dropped his album a little early because at first I thought that he was going to drop his album the same day as Drake on September 3rd. That was
Right.
the but then he changed it. So I think that this is all just them getting their numbers up. And it worked because Kanye is doing good. His album is selling. Everyone
That's
that I know
true.
is streaming his album right now. So it worked. And
Yeah.
it's gonna do the same thing for Drake. And I'm sure they're gonna bring it up. Something's gonna happen and spice it up right before Drake's album drops. It'll be something else, something little small for them to throw in there, so that way, his numbers can get ran up too. But no, this is a game. I think it's a joke. They laughing at us because we think it's serious. Well, some people think it's serious, but us musicians, artists, people that's in the music industry, we know. Like, yeah, that's a good publicity stunt right there. That was great. But in the meanwhile, those two guys are probably sipping wine, smoking Cuban cigars, laughing, talking about how Kanye finna change his name.
Okay. Well, I actually got one last question that I still have time for here. We have the last issue on the table that we came across on the media was the Jake Paul fight. The Jake Paul fight is coming up. He's fighting Tyrone Woodley, a MMA fighter. And, Jake Paul has been known to do all these, as you talked about, hyped up thing for publicity to start up the beef. My question is to go along with what Juicy just said, does anyone sell a fight better than Jake Paul? Before you answer that question, I want to show you some of the hype that came from it.
Work bust down
Let me ask
Cuban
you a
links.
question. Since you're
Answer
so
my
gangster,
question.
Since you're so
I'm
gangster,
from Ferguson. I answer. How many people in your neighborhood dress like you? How many rap videos have you watched? Exactly.
How many?
Culture. That's what I am. I lived it. They're rapping about my lifestyle. You a fucking joke. And you trying to vulture from it.
Since you're
And come Sunday, you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna get hit with a whole bunch of culture. And your whole jawline gonna shift, that long jawline, probably from PEDs.
That's funny.
He hit him hard with that
Damn.
one, huh? Look like
Damn,
the
that's
fight's
funny.
over. Okay, so with the question, Juicy, I want to know, first of all, does anybody sell a fight better than Jake Paul?
Nah. He talk his shit. He does his shit. To be honest with you, I was thinking about Money Mayweather, but they on two different levels. So, yeah, he does what he needs to do to get paid.
He
I ain't
took
gonna.
Mayweather's hat.
Yes. So it's like I can't really. I don't got nothing bad to say about the man because he been showing his ass lately. But he is a culture. I mean, as far as the whole culture vulture thing, that is totally.
That was accurate.
Yeah. That was accurate. Yep. People capitalize off us all the time. Look at the Kardashians.
Mm.
People capitalize. I mean, it's so popular to be black, but they still and people still hate us, and that's just my opinion.
That's crazy. They do hate us, but at the same time, they want to
Yes.
be us.
Yep.
At the same time, and you know, we do see that way too often. But
Yep.
I'm glad he kind of point that and put that on the table. Bang, I want to know from you the same. First of all, does anyone sell a fight better than Jake Paul, in your opinion?
So I don't follow Jake Paul. I saw a couple of his videos and bro, a little funny. I give him that. But can he sell a fight better than anybody of all time? Hell, motherfucking no. First off, he definitely don't sell a fight better than Ali. And I know that's going way back. But you know what? Even after Ali, I say this. He can't sell a fight better than Mike Tyson. I want his heart. I want to eat his children. What? Man, who type of nigga say some shit like that? Man, then nobody want to go in the ring with that type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jake Paul, man, come on, man. No, I mean, bro, Instagram hype, you know what I'm saying? He cool. You know, he a little entertaining. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee you this. Jake Paul right now versus Mike Tyson in his prime. Come on. I don't even think Jake Paul will really be telling any jokes. You know, he already know he gonna get ate up.
Would he
No.
take his hat?
Nah, he wouldn't be joking.
What?
Would he
No,
take his hat
Good.
like he
Yes.
did Floyd?
Who, Jake?
Yeah, he took
Jake
Floyd's
gonna take
hat.
who hat? Who?
He took Floyd's hat. Would he take Mike's?
Nah.
Oh man, Jake wouldn't take Mike hat right now at his age. He wouldn't do it right now. And you nah. I give bro his props though, you know, but you know, can he sell a fight better than anybody of all time? No, I don't even put him above Mayweather, but definitely not Ali and definitely not above Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson sell a fight better than anybody. Bro,
And
crazy.
lastly, do you see him as a culture vulture?
A culture vulture, like he killing the game.
No, do you see Jake Paul as a culture vulture like Tyrone Woodley just stated?
I mean, I don't know if I would use that term. I mean, bro, you know, well, as far as like copying us,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, and imitating us. I mean, every culture
Tyrone said, "I
imitates it.
lived this." He said, "You watched the rap video."
Mizzle. Look, let me keep it 100, man. Everybody copy us. Everybody copy us. Where you think these ass shots coming from? Where you think all these BBLs coming from? And who you think they want to look like? When people tanning and trying to look darker, who you think they trying to look like?
Yep.
When everybody wanna have swag, where swag come from? You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be cool, want to be smooth, and where you think all this shit coming from? Where us?
The black
You know what I'm
culture.
saying? I wouldn't say culture vulture. I wouldn't call it that. You know what I'm saying? But the whole world watches us. The whole world imitates us, and the whole world want to be like us to a certain extent, and then be like themselves. But they all want to copy us. So I wouldn't call bro culture vulture. You know what I'm saying? But he fucks with our culture, and that's just what it is. Just like everybody else. I ain't mad at him for that.
Okay, well, that's what it is. Well, we appreciate you guys for joining the program. We want to once again thank our guest, Juicy Monroe. Juicy, what's the next show?
September 3rd.
Okay, and you can find Juicy on Instagram and Twitter, as well as Spotify. Please tune in. Anything else you wanted to say to the panel, to the guests at home one last time?
Oh, thank you guys so much for tuning in and having me, and I really appreciate being here. And yes, look out for that new project coming out, and these videos are finna drop throughout the winter, so you will be seeing a lot of me. I have a lot of projects on the table right now that I'm working on, so be on the lookout for me.
Well, we thank you for joining the show again. One more time, Juicy. Thank you for that. And once again, we got Bang on the show as well. Bang, we want to thank you for joining the program as well. Bang,
For sure.
once again, what you got coming up real quick?
So the next thing I got coming up is Written Rumble Series 4. Y'all gotta come fuck with me. If you're an artist or you're poor, you got bars, holler at me to enter. It's only 25. That's really nothing. The event is free though. The event is free. And the show is lit. This is coming from somebody that entered the very first Written Rumble. I'm a Written Rumble champion myself. You know what I'm saying? If you think I ain't got bars, then you come holler at me because I'll probably enter in this one even though I'm hosting. You know what I'm saying? I spit my shit. But, you know, I'm trying not to do that. I don't want to show out. You know what I'm saying? But I got the Written Rumble Series 4 coming out. It's September 5th at the Burr Oak. You can holler at me on that. I got hella music just waiting to drop as well. You know what I'm saying? I got something coming out with Dude the Death. We got an album coming out. I got a mixtape ready to go. I got another album ready to go. I got plenty shit ready to go. But the Written Rumble Series 4 is coming out next September 5th, next Sunday. Holler at me on that.
All right. Well, we thank you for joining the show again, Bang. And we thank you all at home as well for tuning in. Once again, I'm your boy Mizzle to the Jizzle. You're watching Radio 22's Talk 22. Until next time, y'all. Peace.